To use the application, the user of the application must have an account. A list of accounts can be found in the Users section of the Administration drop-down menu on the left. This page has an Add a New User button, which when clicked will open the page for adding a new user. The Administration drop-down section of the left-hand menu includes those functions that are used rarely and only by users of the program with administrator rights. The Sellers section of the Administration section contains a list of sellers, renters, which in this version of the program can only be from one seller. On the page of this list, there is a button Add a New Seller, which opens the application to the page where the seller's data can be entered. Also, in the menu section Administration are sections Photos, Items Purchases, Items Write-Off, Services Categories, and Services, through which you get to the pages of the corresponding functions. The Items section of the left-hand menu opens a list of scaffolding items. This page also contains the buttons Add a New Item and Import Items from an Excel file. After clicking the Import Items from an Excel file button, a page opens where you can select an Excel file from which the data of the scaffolding elements will be imported. In this way, the entire list of scaffolding elements needed at the initial stage can be loaded into the program in one operation from an Excel file formed in a certain format. After clicking Add a New Item button on the page of the list of scaffolding elements, a page opens where you can enter the data of the one new scaffolding element. The Clients section of the left-hand menu opens a list of active clients. This page contains the buttons also show inactive clients and Add a New Client. After clicking the Add a New Client button, a page opens where you can enter the data of one new client. When a client is added to the client list, the program sets its status as active. As the list of clients grows and time passes, there are clients with whom the work has already been completed. To prevent their data from interfering with ongoing work, this client status can be changed to inactive. After adding a client to the client list, it is possible on its data editing page to create a Word format contract using a template prepared for this. On the client's data editing page must be added this client's objects to which scaffolding elements will be transferred to and from which they will be returned. The data flow is formatted in the following way. On the editing page of the client's object, annexes to rental contracts for scaffolding elements are formed, from which the acts of transfer elements to that objects are then formed. Once a contract annex is formed, the elements included in it are reserved and cannot be included in another contract annex. After the transfer act formations from contract annex, the items are moved from the warehouse to the client's object and their reservation is cancelled. The changes of elements in the client's object and the balance of the elements in it can be seen on a separate page, which also includes buttons for returning elements from the object, as well as certain reports on the balance of elements in the client's object. After forming the return act, the items from the client's object are returned to the warehouse. After the return act formation or after the end of the month, the program can create rows of invoices for rent and services related to this rent, transportation, mounting, dismantling, and etc. Acts of provision of services are formed from the editing page of the client object. Invoices can be created from the format for the customer object invoices rows. Incoming statements for the selected period or client are created using the data of the format invoices. All the mentioned documents, except for the contract with the client, are created as Excel files. The left menu sections, which are below Translations section, form the corresponding reports. In the Prices section, a report of changes in rental prices in the client's object due to transfer and returns is formed. In the Help section, there are contact details of the developer of this system.